Hello, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're new here, hi, I'm FEARSONA. You can call me Sona, and I'm your friendly neighborhood true crime VTuber, here to give you full body chills. Guys, today's stream is gonna be, I can tell you right now, it's gonna be super long. It's probably gonna, I don't know, like I expect it to kind of exceed 3 hours, probably. I don't know, maybe not, maybe not. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I'm overestimating my, maybe I'm overestimating my my research and like my narration skills. Maybe it's not gonna be that long, but I expect it to be at least like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. So it's a little bit longer because the case is a little longer. And you sure it's gonna be long? I mean, yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be longer than, I think it's gonna be longer than my regular cases, right? Like, because usually I go for like an hour and a half, right? Like that's my usual case. Maybe an hour and 40 minutes. Like the longest one was like 2 hours something. This one is gonna be, might actually end up being like 3 hours. Who knows? Because this case is long. It's a lot of information. A lot of things happen, and yeah, there's quite a few sections of the videos that I have to kind of pause and talk about, you know, discuss, and then like play again or go back to certain parts of the video and yeah, discuss it a little bit more. And there's gonna be images, there's gonna be videos. Actually, like I will just show videos, but I will be going through the video on YouTube, like straight from YouTube, and I'll just be like going to each section and like playing it, maybe replaying it. But yeah, today's case is a spooky one. It is an internet mystery. It's well, I mean, it is officially an ARG, but honestly, a lot of people, or some people at least, think that this may have been based on true events. Like it just feels, the story feels so real at one point, that it's, you know, like some people are strong believers that this story, like even if it's fictional, even if it seems fictional, that it was based on true events. Like it just feels that way. Dorothy, thank you so much for the super. So I have tomorrow off, thus let's have a pajama party. I'm tuned in all night. Hey, stay tuned, stay tuned. I wish I had tomorrow off. Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry that, you know, maybe you can't stay that long because of work tomorrow, because of other engagements tomorrow. But before we jump into the case, I just wanted to tell you guys that I have to cancel. I definitely have to cancel Sunday's stream. I thought I could move it to Saturday, but I don't think that's possible because my friends are coming earlier than expected. Like I found out that they're gonna be here early, which means I can't really do a case on Saturday or Sunday because they're already here by then. And so yeah, like, so this one, today's stream is gonna be the case of the week, and tomorrow I will have what is it tomorrow? Oh, it's Project Zomboid. So tomorrow I have a hangout with my Patreon members, with my Ruby and Diamond Patreon members, and you guys can tune in. I mean, if you're in the Gold, Platinum, Ruby, or Diamond tier, you can still like hop into the, you know, the community server, the Project Zomboid server. I'm gonna be checking if my base is still standing or if it's like burned to the ground. Joshua, thank you so much for the super, and also Fabian, thank you so much for the super. Okay, Joshua says, looking forward to the stream. I love this lore. I'm tired because of work, because I'm basically doing a sales rep job. Sorry, I just want to vent. No worries, I understand, completely understand. I need to vent sometimes too, and also it's completely understandable if you have to vent about your work. I think that's only natural. Like, we get frustrated sometimes. And Fabian, is that guy from a pizza place? If so, I would like a large cheese, breadsticks, a Mountain Dew. Hey Sona, you want anything? Murder? No, wait. I want to solve this mystery. I want to solve the mystery of Bon's Burgers restaurant and the Walten files. So that's what we're talking about today. Okay. Let me just... Oh, also, before I get into the story, I woke up at like freaking unholy, ungodly hour, 6 a.m. I hate waking up at 6 a.m. I had a dream that, I kid you not, I was a drug lord. It was like full on Breaking Bad. I was a drug lord and I had a co-drug lord, like me and another girl. We were dealing drugs. This is in no way reality. Okay, I do not deal drugs. I barely go out of my house. The world is dangerous. But in my dream, I was a drug lord, and yeah, I was dealing drugs, and I had like mailboxes. For some reason, like people were supposed to like put their money in like little baggies in those mailboxes, and then I would just like, oh, and with their name, and then I would pick up the money and put the product in. Just the product was there, and then I think there was like a flood and police arrived, and I had to, in front of the like chief of police, I had to like pick up my fucking mailboxes without acting suspicious. I was super suspicious, by the way, in my dream. And one murder pizza. What? $90? What? $90? What a scam. Inflation. 2024. Sona has Breaking Bad. Well, I mean, I don't know if I actually cooked the product, but yeah, I had to, in front of the chief of police, I had to like scramble to get like kind of pick up the mailboxes. Also, one of the clients just like left a bag full of garbage, like just trash, inside the mailbox. So we just called her, and it turns out that she was this like very menacing, very buff lady, and she was kind of scary, and she was wearing a sweatsuit, or yeah, I guess like sweatpants and sweatshirt, and she kind of looked like, oh, tracksuit. She was wearing a tracksuit for some reason, and she looked very angry at that. So I was like fucking scared. I was like, I'm technically the drug lord, but could you not put garbage in your, payment bag, please? I need. And then I just kind of like, oh, I wanted to prove it to her that she put garbage in the baggie in the mailbox. I couldn't fucking find it. I started to get stressed out because I couldn't find it, and I was just like, oh no, I lost the evidence. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. And yeah, that was my dream. That was a weird fucking dream, and I was one step away from being I don't know what was the name of Walter White in, like, as in his drug lord name. Was it like something Heisenberg? Was that the name? Yeah, I was like Sonneberg. That's an alternate reality dream. I don't know. I was just, that's what happened. And then for some fucking reason, I started thinking of, I forgot a word again. I forgot a word, but like I was just talking to my friend, and for some reason I started thinking about a word for, let me explain before we get to the case, because it's gonna be a long stream anyway. You guys can stick around for a little bit. You can entertain me. You can entertain me and my insanity. So let me explain the word that I was looking for, and you guys can tell me if you could actually like guess what the hell am I talking about. Okay, imagine a chunky dog, a chunky like floofy dog with little leggies, but it's furniture. And also, yeah, and it's kind of like, oh, poofy. Chunky dog on small legs, but it's furniture. And you just kind of like sit on it. That's how I explain it. That's how I explain it to my also IDK member for 25 months. Hey, over 2 years, newest Fearverse character, Sonneberg. It sounds like in a dream you were slowly starting as a drug lord. Sounds adorable. Okay. And then I figured like, oh, I know, and it sounds, the name of that furniture sounds like a kind of like, oh, like a figure of, not figure of speech, but like a grammar, like a technical grammar term. Like, I don't know. And then I was explaining it, and then I was just like, you know what it is. I know it, and I say the word in Polish. I'm like pufa. Pufa, that's in Polish. I'm like, but it's pufa. And my friend is just like, I don't know what you're talking about. What dog? What dog is furniture? Like, what the hell? What kind of furniture? This is the furniture from Nightmares. It's gonna get me. And I'm like, but it's pufa. You know, Ottoman. Ottoman, that's what I was trying to say, Ottoman. I couldn't even figure out that it was like, oh, the same as Ottoman Empire, no? Ottoman, that's what I wanted to say. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. The words I come up with sometimes, they are beyond the, you know, contemporary understanding of reality. Pufa. I like pufa more. Yeah, because in Polish you kind of call it pufa. It's just pufa. That's such a weird word. I still like it. I still like pufa, but yeah, but it's pufa. But it's Ottoman. I'm gonna name my dog Pufa. Now I kind of wanna name my dog Pufa. Ottoman Empire, an empire built for comfort. An empire built for comfort. Oh my god. Naming my future child Pufa. Pufa. Brian, hello. I love that. Oh my god. Sonneberg or Heisensona. Actually, like both work, I think, Fabian. Pufa. Pufa Sona when? I think I need to like commission someone to draw my character as a Pufa, or like I have to draw myself as a Pufa. Pufa. Okay, I'm a little confused, Pufa. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, because I meant to say like Ottoman, right? But I was looking for the English word for Pufa, but then I couldn't find it. And I was just like, you know what it is? You know what it is? Like furniture, but like it looks like a dog sometimes. Like, oh, like a chunky, like the Beauty and the Beast dog. And yeah, like my friend was just like, are you in an alternate reality? Like, is this like alternate dictionary that I'm not aware of? Like, is that some kind of lingo from TikTok? I'm not really on TikTok. I'm like, I know, it's a real word. And she's like, yeah, I highly doubt it, but okay. But yeah, it's the word that makes people laugh for no reason. Pufa. What does a pufa? Okay, pufa is a real thing. Okay. Let me just show you guys what pufa is. Pufa. It is a real thing. Yeah, it's pufa. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's like kind of. Because it's not, you can't really call it, it's not really like a chair, it's not really, it is an ottoman. It's not a beanie bag too. It's hard to describe it. It's just pufa. That's pufa. That's like one example, but it is an ottoman, right? Like it's kind of similar, right? It's pufa. Okay, listen, it makes sense in my head. It will flupa. Well, it's a square. Yeah, but like it's a different style of an ottoman. It's a just different, right? Like, oh, you put your legs on it or you just sit down on it or something, but it's called pufa. In the forest with a flufa or pufa. Oh my god. But yeah, it's like, see, but chair cubed. Well, it's not a chair, right? Like you can't call it a chair, you can't call it a stool. It is an ottoman or it is a pufa. Well, now you can use the word pufa if you don't feel like, if you see this, okay, if you see something like this and you're not quite sure, like you're like, oh, well, it doesn't really look like a chair, it doesn't really strike me as an ottoman, just go with pufa and be like, hey, it makes sense in Polish. It is a word in Polish, it describes it perfectly. But yeah, the city thingy. But doesn't it look like sometimes like some of them look like dogs? Kind of. Okay. What an ugly thing and collar. Well, this is just like off the first result from like Google, so I don't know. New word discovered. Pufa. Thank you, Fear. You're welcome. Well, it's okay. It's spelled as P-U-F-A. So it's not like in Polish. It's P-U-F-A. It's not P-O-O-F-A. But yeah, it's pronounced as Pufa. So Pufa. Yeah, my friend was very confused. She's just like, are you speaking tongues? Am I like, should I just subscribe to Duolingo? Like, what is going on? Like, are you trying to tell me something? Are you like possessed? Should I subscribe to Duolingo, or should I order a Ouija board? Because I am confused. I'm like, I mean, you could do both. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt to be careful. Pufa parallel. Okay. Is it poof? Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Oh, then is it poof? Oh, or with two F's? Or is it P-O-U-F? It is! Wait! It is a poof chair! It is called like P-O-U-F. Poof. Poof chairs, but I like Poofa. I like Poofa. Oh, so it's not Ottoman. Okay, well, I stand corrected. So I was very much mistaken. Yeah, well, okay. To be fair, some of it is described as round poof footstool ottoman. So it is an ottoman. It's the type of ottoman, but it's a poof chair. But I like Poofa more. It just sounds like something fell while saying poof. I do need to call the priest. Sona's friend. Do I need to call the priest? Sona's friend? Probably. Whenever I try to like express myself and I'm just lost, like I can't find the right word. It's just like, okay, are we getting somewhere, or should I be calling, reinforcements from the church to deal with this situation? Okay. And the Poofa and the Lufa. I like Poofa better than poof chair. It just sounds more like poof. Oh yeah, it is poof. Yeah, it's like P-O-U. It's weird spelling. Like some like websites say P-O-U-F and some say P-O-U-F-F-E. So poof or poof chair or Poofa. Poofa is better. Poofa is just Poofa. Okay. Jaden, hi! Thank you so much for tuning in, and hello, first stream. Thanks for the new word. Sorry for the new word. You're welcome. Let's expand our dictionaries. I should definitely my English dictionary, but hey, who needs that? Who needs that when we have Poofa? That was very educational. It was indeed very educational. You are welcome. We can add that to official lingo. This should be like an official English word too, Poofa. Not poof chair, just Poofa, because it sounds better. Also, R.I.P. the anglerfish. Hi, English is weird. English is weird. Yeah, but have you heard Polish? May I interest you in some Polish? Polish is weirder. Is even weirder. So it's okay. Okay. I think at this time. I think like Mufasa. It is time. But we can jump into the case. Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's. Anyone who is interested in games probably knows this title. It's a popular horror video game series that took the internet by storm in August of 2014 when it first released. And you probably know the premise of the game. The player assumes the role of a night security guard at a rundown restaurant themed around animatronic characters. The player has to monitor security cameras, manage limited resources, and survive through the night while being stalked and attacked by animatronic characters, again, the same characters, that come to life and become hostile after hours. So it's, right, like they gradually get more aggressive. There is a whole FNAF universe out there with various conspiracy theories and hidden plot twists, but we know that it's just that, just a game. But what if I told you there's another similar creation out there, another similar thing or tape buried in the darkest corners of the internet, and it's tied to some pretty strange incidents, including someone disappearing without a trace. Today, we're talking about the mystery of the Walten files. Yes, the Walten files are technically an ARG, but as I said at the beginning of the stream, there is kind of like a community of people that believe that, hey, the Walten files are hiding a message that this story really happened or something happened behind those tapes. On April 26, 2020, a bizarre video appeared on YouTube. The video was titled The Walten Files 1 Company Introductory Tape. In the description of this video, we can see that someone named Anthony explains the origin of this tape, and I will show you guys the graphic. Great, this is awesome. This is exactly what I needed. Okay, listen, this stream is gonna be scuffed. Oh yeah, here we go. Wait, I have to move myself. But yeah, this stream is gonna be slightly scuffed because I have to like kind of juggle between my notes, images, you know, obviously the video and so on. Okay, so someone named Anthony says this in the description. This is a compilation of tapes created by the already extinct Bunny Smiles company. I tried to get as much info as I could about what these tapes are. All I could find was that these tapes were handed to the new employees back in 1974 and 1979. The rest of the tapes seem to be recorded by a new facility caretaker in the year 1982. Hopefully, I can find more tapes soon. Anthony. So the tapes were made by this extinct company, Bunny Smiles Corporation, Bunny Smiles Company, or Incorporated. This corporation founded the restaurant featured in the video, Bon's Burgers, which is, by the way, behind me. Oh, well, the logo. So Bon's Burgers supposedly opened in 1974, but it only operated for 22 days, and then it closed down. And there's a reason why. But we're gonna find out as we go through the videos. The actual video then starts, the first video, right? Like the video starts in style resembling a VHS tape recording. Seems to be some kind of a training video for new employees, introducing them to the main cast of animatronic characters known as the Showstoppers. And there's Bon the Rabbit, Shaw the Lamb, Buzu the ringleader, and Benny the Rabbit. Okay, so we're gonna watch a little bit from the video. I'm just gonna skip to this part.
Hi, and welcome to the introductory tape to your new job at Bunny Smiles Incorporated. You have applied to a job in technical support and maintenance. What does this job particularly mean? It means that you, amongst other employees, are the one who will take care of creating a magical and fun experience for Bon's Burgers.
Okay, so the tape then goes into the job details, the employee's role and responsibilities. Everything seems pretty standard. Even if a little creepy, just your regular introduction video. But things get weirder and weirder after one specific segment. The message from the founders, Jack Walten and Felix Kranken. Let me just skip to that part. Okay, so the message from the founders.
But first, here's a message from Jack Walten and Felix Kranken, our beloved founder.
Which reads, in BSI, the most important thing to us isn't the money or the rating. The most important thing to us is that you have a wonderful experience while working with us.
That being said, with the Bon's Burgers restaurant getting opened in a few weeks, we're looking forward to achieving this dream with you.
Okay, so there's this moment, right, in this tape, in the video, when this message just pops up on the screen, just for a moment. Like, this is just a very short moment, and then it disappears right after. And most people would just probably ignore it and, you know, they wouldn't bother to read through this message. But if they do, well, there's something wrong with this message. It says this: safe, restore, secure. The BSI storage facility, also known as K9, is a company project to storage all valuable items from the closed for good Bon's Burger restaurant. I mean, hold on, like, closed for good. Isn't this an introduction video for new employees of Bon's Burger restaurant that is supposed to open soon? So why is this message there? What the hell? Like, the message is definitely not from the same time as this introduction video. Okay, so the message continues. Wow, not this. Yes, scuff, eternal scuff. Okay, so the message continues. Given the situations about the incidents inside the 1974 Bon's Burgers location, any type of props, animatronics, and arcade machines will be carefully moved, inspected, and secured inside a bunker located deep down in St. Juana's forest for good. A facility caretaker will take care of securing the facility and keeping it safe and working properly. So what is going on? I mean, this screen seems to reveal information from 1975, a year after the restaurant opened, and definitely like after it closed down. Like, this is the, by the way, like there's a year here. Like, it actually shows, wait, let me. So this actually shows 1975 right here. Yeah, so that's the message from 1975. That's not 1974. In the introduction video from 1974. So what the hell? What's going on? Okay, so the tape continues. Well, the tapes, why? Yeah. Okay, so the tape continues, the video continues, and now we get to another clip archived from 1979. And the video starts with this cartoon. And the cartoon is created by Sarah Evelyn, and it's titled Little Bon's Neighborhood. It's probably cut off a little bit because my video is cut off, but Little Bon's Neighborhood, and this says 1979 Sunlight Animation. The cartoon actually features a sleepover with animatronic characters, but things take a strange turn when Jack Walton's distorted face is inserted into one of the tape, like into the tape. Let me just show you that segment. All right.
For this sleepover, he invited Shah, Boozoo, and Billy. Let's check again in case we don't forget any guests. Bon invited Shah, Boozoo, and...
Yep. That's what shows up. The cutesy story turns kind of dark. Okay, but the story continues, and the rabbit character is about to play a movie for everyone, and then we see the tape, and on that tape there's the same image of Jack Walton's face on the package. Let me play that clip actually.
Bon spent all his money on a really funny movie, which he hopes all of his friends will enjoy and will laugh with little Bon.
Yep, that's what it says, and then things get more unsettling from there because the movie itself actually is
The
this.
friends watched the movie. I guess we can say they had a blast of a time.
Did you guys see it? So it actually said, "Let me out of here." That's all. That's everything. That's all that the movie says. That is not even the weirdest part, because if you take a look around the TV set, and I'm gonna wait, let me just pull it up back up. Someday, if my thing starts to... Oh, yeah, okay, it works. Okay, so that's not even the weirdest part, right? Like, we have the movie that says, "Let me out of here." And then, if you take a look around the TV set, there's quite a few... Like, there's something weird. Well, first of all, it says Bonnie 1978. So it's past... So it's after the restaurant was, like, long gone. And then there's a pill bottle here with the name Sophie Walten. Jack's wife, Jack's daughter. I mean, a family member, and why is it a pill bottle? Okay, so Joshua, thank you so much for the super. Why does he look like Professor Severus Snape? No, don't ruin it for me. Why? Let who out? That's a good question. But let me out of here. That's gonna be solved as we go, you know, through the videos. I mean, true arbiter, but that's wait. Sounds like there are lost souls trying to find their way to be free. Kind of, sort of. Well, we'll see. Wait, let me take a sip of my drink, because this is gonna be a lot of talking. Okay, so let's continue. As the characters later fall asleep, little Bon wakes up. Well, the Bon wakes up because of a strange sound coming from the TV. Okay, so it's actually hard to read. It's quite hard to read, but the TV now shows the image of a missing persons poster with Jack Walton's face on it, and it says missing Jack Walton. And some more information. It says last seen at the bottom, like right here. It's very hard to read, but it says last seen June 11th, 1974. June 11th, that's before the restaurant opened. Okay, so the same year the restaurant opened, and from the first video we know that the establishment closed down after 22 days only due to some kind of quote-unquote incident or incidents. Could it be Jack Walton's disappearance? Because this poster says Jack Walton is missing, right? Then the lights go out in the video and someone appears in the darkness with another animatronic, kind of like mold, and standing like right behind this person. So let me just show you guys that very clip. Okay, so it was very, very short, but I can show you guys the... Alright. Okay, so this is what popped up on the, popped on the screen. So Bon was holding the lighter, and then he transformed into this little girl that seems to be dressed in an employee outfit. And I think it's also very hard to read, but her hat actually says Sophie. There's like S-O-P-H-I-E. So it says Sophie Walton. And then there's Bon, like big version of Bon. Bon the rabbit standing behind her with like a hole in his chest. So again, Sophie is wearing an employee uniform, which means she worked at the restaurant. Her last name being Walton, and Jack being the owner, the founder of the company and also the restaurant. Could she be Jack's daughter? I mean, it seems like she's young enough to be his daughter. Sophie, never heard of her. So the next tape is next segment of this tape is dated October 10th, 1982. So we skip quite, you know, we take a leap in time, like forward. And the first recording we see takes place just before 1 a.m. and it follows the new character in, I guess, in this whole video series, but a new person, the caretaker for the old Bunny Smiles facility, and it's the K9 bunker. Let me just play that segment. See, like there's, okay, it's cut off, but it says October 10th, 1982, and then it says 12:43 a.m.
So, this is the brand new caretaker for the old Bunny Smiles facility. I'm recording this because the company requires some type of archives for the work history, something like that. I honestly have no clue because I started working here. Actually, I'm going there right now. But but they gave me this weird location. There's somewhere in the forest, I think, to work at, and I've been driving for 20 minutes, and I can't find the place.
Okay, so the caretaker, I can't speak today. After Poofa, I think my brain just got like, okay, think of Poofa. So the caretaker in the video, I know it's pretty hard to hear, but he's talking about how the company requires him to record this as he's like in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the forest, looking for the location of the bunker, of the K9 bunker, so the storage facility of Bunny Smiles company, right? And he says like, oh, I'm required to record this and it's very hard to find this location. Like, where is this? He seems to be pretty lost at first, at least. But eventually he does find it. He does find the bunker. And as he's heading for the K9 bunker, which is the facility owned by the company, the same one mentioned in the first tape, right? Like in the first part of this video, he eventually finds the bunker location in the middle of this dark forest. The narrator of the video visits the bunker, which has been closed for about 4 years, and discovers a series of very eerie and disturbing events. He mentions the Relocate project at one point, like when he's talking about it. The Relocate project. That's the mysterious project, also mentioned in that like weird message at the beginning of the video, and it apparently started after the closure of Bond's Burgers in 1974 and involved reprogramming the robots, the animatronics from the restaurant. The goal of the project was to restore and reprogram the robots to be used in a new restaurant, but I guess something went horribly wrong because that didn't happen. And then there's this next segment. Okay, so yeah, like the audio in the scene is not very good. Like I actually couldn't hear what he was really saying. He was just talking about the animatronics, I think, and then Bond started to move on its own, which I mean, it's not supposed to, right? Like it's not activated. It was just stored away. The video suddenly skips to another frame, and it skips to this.
What was that thing?
And then let me just skip a little bit ahead because there's like a few things. Okay, so it skips to this. I can't feel anything. He thought I was her. Brian Stells. That's the caretaker's name. And yeah, did you notice, like, I mean, I did read it, but in the previous section it says, I can't feel anything. And then he thought I was her. Who? Sophie? Maybe that's what the animatronics are, that's who the animatronics are looking for. Okay, so we move on to the next video. This is basically how it ends. Like there's just credits and there's some like other creepy picture, but we move on to the next video. Oh, sorry. So the next part is this video titled the Walten Files 2 Relocate Project. The first part is a little animation that announces the closure of Bond's Burgers and focuses on the relocate project and what it entails. But then, if you pay attention, you can spot something very, very strange at the very beginning. Like, along, you know, like as the video goes, like you're gonna be able to spot something pretty strange.
Hello, BSI members and employees, and welcome to the tape that will change the future of the Bond's Burgers brand and the Bunny Smiles company for the better. That's right, after 4 long years of legal paperwork, we finally decided to use our backup plan, which we created after the tragic closure of Bond's Burgers back on July 20th, 1974. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you the Relocate Project. But before we go into details, we want to greet all the new Bunny Smiles employees.
With the company greeting out of the way,
Let's start analyzing the Relocate Project by checking what has happened ever since the closure of Bonds 4 years ago. As many of you might have known from previous tapes, our beloved entertainers were safely secured in St. Juana's storage facility some months after the restaurant's closure. Later on, a good amount of business opportunities appeared, such as books, merch, animated movies. We even got a TV show. That's when Felix Kranken had the brilliant idea of restore and reprogram the robot.
Okay, so Felix Kranken is now credited as the founder, right? It says the founder of BSI. But if you remember from the first video, there was another photo. Well, I mean, it was the same photo, but Felix wasn't alone. He was actually in the same photo with Jack, together with Jack. And yet, this photo is cropped. So there's no 2 founders now. There's only Felix Kranken. And Jack ends up being cut out of the picture. So could it be connected to Jack's disappearance? As we know, like he's missing. He's still missing, that missing persons poster. Was there a rift, maybe, between Jack and Felix? Felix, you know, being labeled as the sole founder in some instances, and Jack being just cropped out of a photo, not ever mentioned anymore as like founder or even a person involved. Like there's no information about him. Mind you, if you rewind this video to 0:55, let me just, Oh yeah, 055. So if we rewind it, there was this file box, right? Like it says relocate, 75, Felix, storage K9, Bonds Burgers. It does say Jack Walten. And then there's this like one, okay, I have to like kind of, oh yeah, like move it up. So this is Jack Walten, right? Like it says Jack Walten. But if you really pay attention, the box is actually labeled here. You can see it here. There's a label and it actually says Jack's still here. Though it's cropped and it's definitely hard to read, hard to figure out, but it does say Jack's still here, suggesting that someone within BSI probably knew something about Jack's disappearance. I just see blah blah blah. Well, yeah. Yeah, there's, you know, like there's, it's very hard to read, but it does say Jack's still here. Okay. Then, later in the video when the Bonds Burger merchandise is shown, which, wait, let me just skip to that part. Oh yeah, it's here, right. Yeah, so this is the merchandise, right? When it's shown, you can see that one of the items, like one item that doesn't quite match the rest. We can see, right, like the doll, like, oh, everything is good. What about here? Because that's a VHS tape about Jack's disappearance, the same one that I was shown like previously. Also, like there's a tape, like the VHS recorder says disappearance of Jack Walten, and then there's the tape from the first video. That's a collector's item, Sona. Sure, sure, it's a collector's item. Not spooky, not creepy at all. Okay, so we move on to the next archive from August 13th, 1978. Let me skip it. Okay, so there's this section. It's kind of like instruction video for, I guess, employees about the maintenance of the animatronic, and it shows Banny, an animatronic. It's being tested for its you know, pre-relocate features, including opening and closing its mouth and eyes. There's also this caption at 2 minutes and 37 seconds, I guess, or 30. Wait, is it here? Let me see. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's this caption, blink, and it says this feature is brand new, relocate project exclusive. Employees must always clean the eye socket. A dirty eye could affect the blink feature, right? So it does instruct employees to always keep the eye sockets clean. And that's gonna be important later on. And then we have the next section. Well, I mean, that's how it ends. This is how it ends. It ends with creepy, something creepy that explains the blink feature, or why it's important to clean the eye sockets. Yeah. That's why it's important. Because, I mean, at least like if you look at this, it seems that a human is trapped inside the animatronic. That's why it's important to clean the eye sockets. Okay, I guess it's getting creepy. Okay, in the next section of the video, Banny the rabbit is running around what seems to be like, it's kind of like a bird's eye view of the restaurant, and Banny the rabbit is kind of running around the restaurant, and it's just repeating like Banny the rabbit needs to escape or needs to get out. It's pretty creepy.
Successful. The rabbit keeps trying to find a way out, or at least catch the owner's attention. The mighty rabbit must get out. The mighty rabbit needs to get out.
Right? The Banny the rabbit must get out. And then there's a
mighty rabbit needs to get out. The mighty rabbit needs to get out. The mighty rabbit needs to get out. The rabbit is starving. The
rabbit is starving, and then like I think another thing appears right after. Let me see. It's kind of like creepy, like there's more creepy videos in between, and then it ends with this. I can't really turn up the like brightness here, but if you really look closely, it's another missing persons poster. It is shown like for a split second. And this is not the missing persons poster for Jack Walten. This is a poster for someone named Susan Woodings, who went missing on June 30th, 1974. So right after the restaurant opened, because the restaurant opened on June 28th, 1974, and she went missing on the 30th. Now we have two missing persons and missing persons posters, right? Like we have Jack Walten and we have Susan Woodings, and also two animatronics that seem to be alive, Bon the rabbit and Banny. I mean, do I need to say this? Well, you know, and then there's also the sequence of the video that suggests that there are humans trapped inside the animatronics. At this point, we don't know who Susan Woodings is. We only know Jack Walten, right? Jack Walten is the founder, the previous founder, or co-founder with Felix Kranken. Susan Woodings, we have no idea who it is. But it is indicated that Susan is missing, and there's another animatronic that probably traps one more person. So you can make your own connection. Baxter, thank you so much for the super. They moved the bots. They didn't move the bodies. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, they moved the animatronics. Now, who would go around and stuff bodies in robot suits or animatronic suits? Well, this is gonna be explained. It's gonna come out eventually. Okay, so we're gonna skip to July 9th, 1978, a few years after the restaurant closed down. The video shifts to a technical support tape hosted by Shada Lamb, which provides an orientation and an area tour of the canine facility. The tape confirms that the costume Sophie was wearing was a facility caretaker uniform or employee uniform. So I'm gonna just like show you guys that part of the video. One day. All right.
The Bunny Smiles Storage Facility. We recommend all facility caretakers to have all needed equipment in hand and to always...
Yeah, so this is the uniform that Sophie was wearing in the previous video when we saw her. The Lamb or Shaw then leads us through different rooms. There's the resting room, which is this, right? Like that's the resting room. Then there's the main hall. Main hall is here with all the doors that lead to different rooms that have different functions. Door 1 is for cleaning items. So cleaning items and supplies. Door 2 is for prizes and merchandise. And then door 3 is for something.
The first door is used to save any kind of cleaning items and supplies. The second door is used to save a kind of prizes and merch that was available in a Bon's Burgers restaurant. The third door is used to hide...
Hide what? Hide what? Oh my god. See, I know this. I already know these videos. I watched all of them. I went through all of them. I literally know the timestamps for every single moment that I'm gonna show you guys, but still freaks me out. Oh my god. But Night Little, hi! Thank you so much for tuning in, Autistic Little. It was a nice stream, but I need to go to bed. No worries, no worries. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had fun. Okay. It is unsettling. In the next scene, Shaw the Lamb appears and starts talking very, like, in a weird way at first, like a broken recorder or some, like, broken, I don't know, like, broken CD or something, right? Like, no, CD, Jesus. Tell me that you were born in the 90s without telling me you were born in the 90s. Okay, so Shaw the Lamb starts talking, like, very weird, but quickly recovers and continues with the tour as if nothing happened. Let me just play this audio from the beginning.
Welcome to the basement, right now.
Okay, so it's strange, but at first, right, like first glance. But then you take this audio and you play it backwards, and I don't have the backwards audio, but this is what you get. So what it says is, quote, Rosemary would go to the restaurant every night, hoping that her beloved husband would reappear after being missing for weeks, but no response, until one day she heard a voice saying, I know where he is, Rosie, coming from the backstage. That's what Shaw says backwards. Okay, and then it gets a little creepier, because as if it wasn't already creepy.
How odd. I remember we visited this room already. Sophie, where am I? Listen. By the time the lady entered the backstage, as the voice told her to, missing husband wasn't there. Instead, she found a rabbit. Rose broken will fix you. You will beautiful. You will beautiful. You will beautiful.
Yeah. So Rosemary was like, she was backstage. She thought she could find Jack there, but she found Bond the Rabbit, or the animatronic. And then Bond the Rabbit said like, oh, you're broken. I will fix you, or we'll fix you. You will beautiful. That's what he says. And then Bond the Rabbit proceeds to dismember and stuff Rosemary's body into Shaw's body. So Rosemary is Shaw the Lamb, or she's inside the animatronic. Jack's body might be inside Bond, and then after this, there's like Rosemary's flyer, along with others like Susan Woodings and Jack Walten, suggests a pattern of missing persons. There's another missing persons poster, I believe. Like, was it after this?
When she woke up, she looked beautiful.
I think there was like another one. Oh yeah. Yeah, so there's another missing persons poster, and this one says Rosemary Walten. And yeah, like she also went missing in 1974. So we have a pattern of missing persons, or people involved with the BSI company going missing, right? Like the founder, his wife, and the mysterious Susan Woodings, who we still don't know who she is, but we're gonna figure that out. Okay, so we have now we get to July 12th to 14th of 1978, and we find out that 3 facility technicians went to work on reprogramming animatronics for the Relocate project. So they went to the Canine bunker, right? They actually discussed cases at a nearby restaurant. Like first they discussed cases that, you know, happened, or like the missing persons cases, and then like different incidents that led to the closure of of the restaurant, like the strange occurrences. On the last day, I guess like this is like very unclear, like something happened the last day, but well, anyway, like some things happen within those 3 days, and technicians failed to reprogram the animatronics due to damaged endoskeletons. And one of the technicians, so this is actually the part, I think I will have the part. Yeah, there's this part. So this is in for...
The place itself was open during a short period of time, in which a certain number of cases occurred around the area. Huh. Yeah. and there were complaints from people that lived near the restaurant about the place playing music during midnight, like 2 or 3 in the morning, along with the lights on, which was weird, because back then, the company didn't really worry about hiring night guards. But yeah, the place closed after people reported hearing the screams of an adult woman inside of the restaurant. Jeez. So yeah. Some hours after that the case was reported, residents decided to close the stores, probably because authorities needed to check the place or something. What's weird about this is that the last day Bonds was open, they only let like 1 or 2 families in. And they mentioned later that the animatronics, like the entertainers, were completely absent and the currents closed.
Yeah, so what they say is that like, oh, the restaurant basically just let 2 families in. They hosted like some like events, but just like twice or something, or like once or twice. And then the restaurant closed down because of the animatronics like malfunctioning and just disappearing and just being weird. Okay, so we continue. The technicians then, you know, walk into the bunker, they explore the bunker, they find the animatronics, some of them are broken, like some of them are just like in parts. Well, I mean, wait, let me show you guys this. Yeah, like so they, you know, they explore the bunker, like they see Shah, they see Bon, like supposedly broken, they are missing some parts, so they're like, oh, we can't fix that, right? They decide to go to sleep. This is like the last, I believe the last night of the technicians being there. And Ashley, one of the technicians, is called Ashley, and she wakes up. She's, you know, she gets up, she hears some sounds, and then she investigates a door labeled back doors with a key that she found. And she finds a room with spare endoskeleton pieces and animatronic parts. There she discovers a clown animatronic with a cassette player and some cassettes and cassette player. So the clown animatronic has a cassette player, and then she also sees several like cassettes kind of like lying around. Let me play that particular part. So this is the back doors, right? Like she finds the room.
It took me a while, but I realized the key leads to this door, labeled back doors. It seems like a small area, so I'll just go take a little peek, see if I can find anything interesting, and then go back. Simple.
Yeah, so
There
she
are 10
kind of
empty rooms with blind stuff. I came across this door, which was open. Kinda weird.
scrapped,
Anyway,
shipping,
this room seems to have
K9.
some spare endo pieces, and from the looks of it, some unused animatronics, I guess. I won't go into detail about what I find, since I'm in a rush, of course, and 27, I think.
Cyber
As you can
fun.
see here, there are some spare heads. Nothing I'm interested in, to be honest.
Yeah, so she kind of continues,
Why is it hanging on?
and then she finds this guy.
This is the last door. I've never seen this clown thing before. It's really, like, there's absolutely no way I'm getting close to that thing. I'll probably wait till you guys see this video and come down here with me so we can take a close.
I love how Matsunakaze says, I can't lie, I'm normally pretty tough for this kind of stuff, but this is making me hyper uncomfortable. It's making me hyper uncomfortable too. So yeah, like she finds this clown. She actually says like, oh, I've never seen this animatronic before. I'm not gonna touch it. That's very weird. And then she actually finds several tapes. So some of the tapes, and then she puts one, or like the clown starts playing one of the tapes. And it is super fucking weird.
For birthday parties, like, you know, play a customized tape or something? I don't know. But we're about to find out.
Jack, Susan,
Okay, so the tape started with a birthday song, but then it just glitched and the clown started saying Jack, Susan, Charles, Rosemary, and Sophie. So we have another name that is unfamiliar. We know who Jack is, Rosemary, and Sophie, but we don't know who Susan is. We still don't know. We know that she's one of the missing people, Susan Woodings. And then we have Charles. Who the fuck is Charles? We get so many characters, like so many more like missing, I don't know, like persons with missing persons with a question mark over their name. Like, I don't know who that is. I don't know if he's missing. I mean, I hope not, but yeah, he is. Yeah, he is missing. Never mind. Okay, so mind you, right before this moment, there's this like one moment in this video where you can see another tape, like one of the tapes, and the tape is labeled discard, and there's a date on it, and the date is the same as the date of Jack Walten going missing, so June 11th, 1974. I know this like, oh, it's kind of like scratched, but I think it meant like, right, like here it says 1974. So it's the exact day when Jack Walten went missing. The other two technicians actually leave in the morning, thinking that Ashley left early, but Ashley never left. She was actually attacked by one of the animatronics. And, well, yeah, she was probably stuffed inside the clown.
Hello, I'm Billy, the funny movie clown. Do I see you, so? It's not the remember, she like those oops, they like this go now.
Okay, so there are two images that flashed like right after the scene. There were like two images that like really quickly flickered on screen, and one of the images is actually this. So that's the first one, and it says they left the next day. They thought Ashley left early, but she was in the back doors, screaming as much as she could, but no one heard the screams. The following days, the caretakers would complain about an awful smell coming from the back doors. Company decided to shut down the facility until new advice. The relocate project was unsuccessful. Ashley is still there, but she's not screaming anymore. She saw something she wasn't supposed to see. And now she's beautiful, she's beautiful, she's beautiful, she's beautiful, and so on. So that's one of the images. The other image was actually, like, it looked like some sort of a code, but actually it is a link to another YouTube video titled Lucky You. Okay, oh my god. This is scary. Also, we have still a shit ton of time. Well, I mean, there's a shit ton of information that I have to go over. There is like one video that's like literally an hour long. Obviously, I'm not gonna watch the whole video. I'm gonna skip through some of the scenes. You guys are definitely like free to watch it after the stream, like if you're interested. But yeah, so the next video, 5-hour stream. It might be actually like 3 hours. Probably. You got this. I have to pee. That's the neat part. Of course, when I'm like in the zone and I'm discussing a case, suddenly I get nervous and I have to pee. This is my response, my body's response to being nervous about a case. Okay, so let's review this new video. This is a hidden tape that's titled Lucky You. We ain't holding you hostage. No, but I can't. It's okay. I'm gonna hold it in until I really cannot. Do you need to take a quick break? Do I need to take a break? Okay. Just give me a moment. Just uno momento. Let me... Wait, let me... Yeah, it's okay. Okay, yeah. I really have to be. Just give me like less than a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. No, it's not a ghost. It's not a ghost that twitched my my model. It is just me. Ah, she's just sitting there menacing me. I bet you as that I will have to like pee again. Probably like because this case is so long that I cannot. Okay. I needed that break too. Hey, welcome back. Nasty no hand washer. What? I did wash my hands. What? What do you mean? Oh my god. Okay. Funny how her model stares soulless at us. Really? The model was twitching. What? No. I refuse. Mr. Wolf, hi. But also I refuse. I refuse to believe you. Okay. Okay. Let's... Fear doesn't wash hands. I did. I did. I did. I'm a very fast, I don't know, peer. Sona doesn't... Why does chat suddenly say that I don't wash hands? Like, what are you basing this off of? Like, yeah, it was quick, but that's because, like, you know, I had to, like, hurry up. But yeah, I washed my hands. That's it, you know. Yeah. But he could have cuddled. What? No, my dog is staring. No, my dog is staring at me. Oh, okay. I mean, dogs be like that. Okay. So, the next video, right? The video titled Lucky You. Okay, so let's review this video. The tape seems to be a promotional, some sort of promotional video for the opening of Bon's Burgers restaurant. At least that's the premise, right? Like that's what well, that's what it shows when you open it first. It's just kind of like Bon's Burgers, come join the party. The tape seems to be like promoting the opening of Bon's Burgers. Then at 022 it does say opening day June 28th 1974. Then it skips to another event, June 30th, 1974, and it's the first birthday party that was hosted at the restaurant. And then the last shows at Bon's Burger were between July 10th and July 19th, 1974, right before the restaurant closed down. Mind you, the birthday party on June 30th is the same day when Susan Woodings went missing, so one of the people that are missing and we still don't know who she is. Also, the restaurant was opened for only 22 days, as I mentioned before, and it opened after Jack Walton the co-founder went missing, so or he hasn't been seen for a while. So that's weird. It's weird that the business would just like open when the founder is missing. The video then cuts to the day Jack Walten went missing, and this is what it shows. Well, one day it might start. Okay, it's starting.
You must be so confused about what you saw. Don't be scared, my little bunny. Answers will be given eventually, but don't try to solve this puzzle only with the pieces you have so far. This is only the beginning, for I'm going to tell you a story of broken people, beautiful people. He is so sorry about what he did to them, but there's nothing he can do. Remember that. Safety and pills, Sophie. 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 Safety and pills.
Okay, so this tape seems to be referring to Sophie, right? Like the voice seems to be constantly referring to her. He's saying like, don't worry, I'm gonna tell you a story. He killed beautiful I'm gonna tell you a story of two beautiful people, right? And then it kind of ends with safety and pills, Sophie. The pills that we saw on the TV stand that were, you know, the bottle said Sophie Walten. So what are the pills for? And then the video actually ends with this: they will see you soon, Sophie. So maybe Sophie wasn't caught yet by the animatronics, by whoever is chasing them, whoever is making all those people go missing. Maybe they're looking for her because she witnessed something that she shouldn't have, and now they have to silence her too. Okay, so we go to the next and last tape, which is titled The Walten Files 3 Bunny Farm. And I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. So this tape seems to be the footage that revolves around a 1980 video game called Bunny Farm, created by the company, the Bunny Smiles company. The footage shows the unreleased beta version of this game, and a few tests, like a few, you know, people test Bunny Farm, so a few of the Bunny Farm machines, or the game machines, were distributed around several locations in Brighton, Michigan, and the footage itself was from the arcade machine sent to an Infront Hotel, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but anyway, so this hotel. And it actually shows, well, it actually is Sophie who's playing this game. So the gameplay footage is extremely corrupted, but it seems to be a huge one. We start with October 15th, 1982. Pull it up. Again, one day. You are giving me fucking chills. At your service. This video is fucking long. This video is like 58 minutes long. I'm gonna be skipping through this video. We won't see everything, but yeah.
Consider supporting activity inside a local form.
It's important, I guess.
Okay, so if you look closely, not only can we spot the image of, obviously, like the girl being like overlaid onto this footage, but we can also spot something else. There's this one segment earlier in the video, if I can get it to there. But yeah, there's this one segment in the video where it kind of shows a news report sequence. Wait, let me just kind of try to.
Important.
I guess
I think we can do this. Okay. I'm trying to get to that. Oh yeah. So we actually get like a brief, very brief flash of like just flashback or like very brief segment about an incident in the St. Juana's forest in Brighton. And it's the same forest where Brian Stells went missing after, you know, after his encounter with Bond. And it's also the same forest where K9 facility, the storage facility or bunker is located. And then we have the photo of this like girl, right? And that's the photo of Sophie. Wait, let me try to get it too. Okay. So this is actually the photo of Sophie Walten. She was 22 years old, or she is 22 years old. And we also get another image of the other girl, 26-year-old Jenny Letterson. Jenny Letterson, and she's 26. Now, on to the game. So the first thing we see in this game is actually, well, this is the game, right? Bunny Farm. So it dates, the dates kind of indicate, well, this is what, well, here, wait, okay. So it actually shows, I have to like pull it up. Okay, it actually shows the dates. It says Bunny Smiles Games, 1975 to 1982. Which indicates the development years of the game when the game was being worked on. And the year after Bond's Burgers closed down, well, that's when it started. When Bunny Farm started, it was like a year after Bond's Burgers closed down and all those people went missing. So at this point, when Bunny Farm came out, a lot of people are missing. There's Jack, there's Rosemary, there's Charles, Susan, and I guess Sophie, well, Sophie wasn't missing, but something was wrong with Sophie. Okay, so the game, the game's opening revolves around this like fruit festival. However, none of the characters seem to have like brought any fruits. That is when another character, like a new character, this hippo, Pete the hippo, steps in to offer access to his barn that has an abundance of any fruits that you might need in exchange for like you working at his farm, right? So that's your task. And then we skip to 5 minutes. Wait, yeah, okay. So Sophie plays the game and Jenny mentions BSI, because Jenny was like explaining the game to her. Like there's kind of like they're talking as they're playing the game. Like as Sophie is playing the game, they're kind of talking, right? Like Jenny is explaining the controls, what you're supposed to do, what the game is about. She also starts talking about like, oh, how the game is still glitchy because it has a lot of glitches and they have to fix that because it's the beta version. So that's why they are testing it. And as Sophie continues to play, Jenny mentions Bunny Smiles, right? Like Bunny Smiles Incorporated, as well as Brian Stells and Ashley's case. But Sophie doesn't really seem to, like, she seems to not remember Bunny Smiles, even though her father founded it.
These glitches are very freaky, if I'm totally honest. That's why I wanted to show you this in the first place. I know you're into that
BSI?
kind of Bunny Smiles Incorporated.
Have I heard that name before?
I mean, that company has been pretty relevant these past few weeks. Didn't you hear?
What happened?
Some weird rumors and shit. Apparently there was this one employee that drove to some forest a few days ago. Not too far away from here, actually. He hasn't been seen around ever since he drove to that place.
Really?
Yeah. The word got out quickly. Some family members say it was his first day.
Well, what's his name?
Brian, I think?
Well, I hope he's doing alright.
Same.
Okay, so Sophie doesn't seem to remember that you know, the name of the company that her father was a co-founder of, which is weird. Also, Joshua, thank you so much for the super. Wow, look at the graphics. Is that for? Well, the graphic, it's yeah, it's definitely not from 2024. But you know, just some classic graphics. Oh, listen, this game was in beta stage. Okay, it had a lot of glitches, and also it was possessed by a demon. So I think they can get away with shitty graphics since the game is possessed. It's the pills, isn't it? Yeah, like you're right. You guessed it. So somewhere along the way, like as they were playing, Sophie actually mentions that, oh, she's been going through a lot and she's actually not been feeling well. She like tends to like, oh, she's taking medications, and she said something along the lines of like, oh, ever since I started taking these medications, I started forgetting things. And yeah, like that essentially indicates that because she's taking those pills, she forgot a lot of things, and she literally forgot the name of the company, her father's company. And if you remember, like from the previous video, there was this segment about the safety in pills. Sophie, safety in pills. So someone wants her to take the pills, maybe the animatronics, maybe her father, maybe someone. They want her to keep taking the pills because that's what makes her safe. Because when she forgets and she doesn't know about certain events, she is safe. Okay, so Sophie proceeds to play the game. And soon, something scary appears on the screen. The glitches are... Like, she's playing this... Okay, so we skipped to, like, minute 12, I think, where Sophie is playing, like, tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe, I think that's the name of the game, is it? I mean, I guess it is. Anyway, so she's playing this game with Billy the clown, right? Like, Billy being probably Ashley, because Ashley was stuffed inside Billy. So yay, another human body, another missing person just inside the animatronic. Why not? So she proceeds to play the game, and soon another scary glitch appears, and the glitch is, or appears to be, Jack's deformed face, and then Ashley's mutilated face.
What's that? Jenny? What the hell? Restart the level. Christ. Never mind.
Okay, so she stops playing the game because she gets scared, so she stops for the day. But then she tries again the following night on October 16th, 1982, but finds that her file was actually corrupted. And this is what the game actually showed her, you know, when she opened it, after the opening screen. It says, oh no, there is a high chance Bunny Farm PPX file data has been corrupted, or its information has been altered / replaced by a third party. So we recommend you unplug the machine immediately. Opening the file may lead to unknown glitches and errors in the levels. If you do want to continue, however, we warn you that the machine could suffer major changes and, at its worst case, a complete shutdown, deleting all valuable information in it. Do you still wish to continue? So Sophie continues. And then more creepy messages and glitches appear on screen. There's this one moment at 15:18, I think. Wait, let me see. So she plays on. It should be like this. Oh, wait. Actually... Hold up. Okay. I think there was like one moment. It was like very quick. Like it literally like flashed very quickly. Was it 1518? Oh yeah, okay. See, it was that fast. The message, it was that fast. Like it flashed on the screen, and the message, like if you pause at the right moment, you can catch it. So this is the message. Quote, he promised to take care of the 2 kids during that day. He told the parents everything was okay. It's sad that we can't really remember you, Sophie. But soon, we will be together forever and ever. Rest in peace, the 2 lovely red children. May 11th, 1962 to May 2nd, 1974. August 22nd, 1965 to May 2nd, 1974. So there's 2 people, 2 lovely red children, and they actually appear in the game. Like later on, she actually meets the character kind of meets the children. Well, later on in the game. Wait, let me skip to that part actually. Okay, yeah. So the game continues, and yeah, like there's more glitches, there's more like weird stuff. The audio log from Susan Woodingston, like it starts playing on screen, and it reveals that she, well, it reveals something important. Okay, let me just play that segment.
It was something or someone trying to talk to me or trying to get me to do something. Like if whatever is going on wants to get me to do something, because especially because these have all occurred when I interact with the characters, could it have something to do with them? Myself a lot.
Okay, so we have the message from, this is the audio log from Susan Woodings.
BSI Technical Support audio log number 3, June 30th, 1974. Jeremy's birthday party finished an hour ago. I decided to stay and help the employees clean the place. This week has been strange, especially because of the opening. I find it weird that they opened the place even though Mr. Walten disappeared a few weeks ago. I hope he's doing alright. Rosemary came in today and asked if we'd seen him around. I'm pretty worried about it. Felix seems very concerned and worried too. Anyway, the birthday party, yes. Everything went according to plan. This was the first birthday party in the restaurant, and I feel it turned out pretty well. I noticed a few irregularities in the stage and in the audio animation.
Okay, so Susan Woodings actually reveals that she was the tech support or technician for the BSI, and she actually built the BSI animatronics, but found bizarre malfunctions in Bon and several others. And later she actually tried to repair the animatronics, but it didn't go very well. So I'm gonna play that part. Sorry, I just have to pause to say, Baxter says, I'm just being fat eating ice cream. Keep calm, eat ice cream. Ice cream is great. Okay? Enjoy your ice cream. Never say no to ice cream. It's kind of the same rule as never say no to panda. Okay? Like the moment you say like, oh, no to ice cream. Da-da, just you know why. It should be that kind of commercial. It should be a commercial. Never say no to ice cream. Okay. Should Sona get ice cream? Should I get ice cream? Possibly after the stream. Wait, let me just play this part. So she's trying to fix them, right? And it's gonna be scary. Yep, so we were actually correct. Susan was repairing Bon, and she was repairing the animatronics, and then Bon attacked her and placed her inside Bunny, so one of the other animatronics, and her body was like disfigured and unable to move. And we know that because there's like another message that pops on the screen, and this is actually this message. And it says, "I am still alive, but I cannot move, and I'm having trouble breathing, and my stomach feels weird." So her body, she's not able to move, she's paralyzed. But yet she's still alive inside of Bunny. Time for some little baby's eyes. No! Never, 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 ever, ever. No, absolutely not. Oh my god. Are you crazy? No. Okay. Jesus, it's 1 hour 36 and like I'm not even, well, we're halfway done. So yeah, like I'm right. I'm correct. This stream is likely gonna be like 3 hours long. Yay. It's gonna be great. This is great. More creepy videos, more creepy glitches, and just, you know, who needs sleep? Who needs good night's sleep? Who needs, you know, nice dreams? We all need some nightmares. We all need a little nightmare in our lives. Okay. So Sophie later discovers a series of messages from, like, she actually is, like, she keeps playing, right? But then something gets delivered to her mailbox or her doorstep, right? Like Sophie discovers this like envelope with some documents, and the envelope is labeled to be from Linda Kranken, who is Felix's wife. And Linda actually changed her name to Thompson. Like as you can see, the name on the envelope is written as Linda Kranken, but then Kranken is you know, scratched out, and it's changed to Thompson. And the envelope also says, "Do not touch." The messages inside are actually mostly like redacted. This is what it looks like. But the text does give us some information. Some of them are not redacted. Specifically the backstory of Felix Kranken, including his struggles with alcoholism and overworking. Okay, so let me just kind of skip to several dates. The first one is October 30th, 1964, and this message actually talks about Felix, how Felix was acting weird, and he started drinking more than usual. Then we have another message on August 23rd and 1965, and that day Jack and Rosemary have their third child, Molly. So that's when Molly was born, and it says like, oh, third child, so Sophie, Molly, and who? Okay, then the next date is December. Wait, let me just skip to that one. Is it here? December 26th, 1970. It's Christmas, and Felix builds a gray rabbit doll named Rocket for Ed and Molly. 2 children. 2 red children. And they are Sophie's siblings. Okay, so that's December 26th, and then we skip to May 2nd, I believe. Wait, let me skip it to May 2nd. Yeah, May 2nd. Sorry, May 2nd, 1974. Linda actually leaves Felix because, well, she's citing an unspecified incident, but it's most likely connected to him drinking. Okay, it's gonna be explained. Like, I know it doesn't make much sense, but, you know, 2 red children, that's most likely, I mean, you know, for now, like, it seems like it's Ed and Molly, but why red children? Like, what the fuck happened? And Felix drinking a lot. Hint, hint. Okay, so Sophie continues playing the game. It displays more disturbing images. One of the glitches actually shows the image of Jack's face. One is normal. So like as she's playing this game, that is about like matching. It's a matching games, right? Like, or I guess memory game. I guess like memorization kind of game. So like, oh, you have to memorize where the matching images are. So she plays that one first, and then it skips to like, oh, find the difference. So she's supposed to find the difference between two images, right? And well, the glitch shows her something else that is not as cute.
You spotted a difference. Great job. No, great
Okay, let's
job.
skip a little bit more.
No, that's not the difference. Try job. You spotted a difference. Great job. No, that's not the difference. Try again, would you? You spotted a difference. Great job.
Mind you, 2 red children here. Oh, sorry, like... Wait, I'm gonna... I have to, like, move myself. I think I have to move myself here or somewhere. Maybe here. Okay.
You...
There's 1. And there's 2. And it gets creepier. Gets so much worse.
That's not the difference. That's not the difference. Congratulations! You completed my game. Now, time for the prizes. Missing 0714, missing 0714, missing 0714, missing 0714, missing 07.
So it says missing near 0714, July 14th. But that's not the date when Jack went missing. Jack went missing on June 11th, 1974. Who went missing on July 14th? So maybe this picture wasn't really Jack. Like, it kind of looked like Jack, but it's not. Yeah, I think this is not Jack. This is another person. And this actually indicates, like, the video actually indicated that this person, this face, was put inside of the ringleader. The Buzu, or whatever his name is. So he was actually... Or this person. Maybe it's... Well, the other... You know, like, the other guy on that list that I can think of is Charles. So maybe this is the person named Charles. And Charles is inside... the ringleader. Well, this is... I guess the ringleader's name is Buzu or whatever. Remember that last name from... Well, Billy was the clown, right? Like, Billy the clown. That's Ashley. So Ashley was put in the clown. And this guy, Charles, most likely, like, he was put inside of the Buzu, the ringleader. Okay, so Sophie continues to play the game for whatever fucking reason. How is she not scared? I would have, after the first scary glitch, I would have burned this machine to the ground. But Sophie is exceptionally brave, and she doesn't know when to stop, when to not get cursed, when to stop to not get, like, possessed and cursed by a demon. Okay, so the next glitch in the game is not an image, but a mini game featuring Shah the Lamb, aka Rosemary. You know, where the Rosemary's body is actually placed, I guess it was placed. So it features Shah the Lamb, and Bon is there. I guess Bon is there too. Basically, the game is hide and seek, and initially Sophie is the one searching, but then the game switches and Sophie has to hide. As the game goes on, the screen cuts to the night. Rosemary went missing. Like, suddenly there's another glitch while Sophie is playing the game. And it seems to be kind of like a recording from Sophie's perspective. It's very strange. Like, it's a recording from Sophie's perspective. And it appears to be the night when Rosemary, her mother, went missing. Let me skip to football first. It's fucking scary. I don't want to watch this.
Still beautiful to you, Sophie.
I know you.
Yeah, I'm scared. But yeah, okay, if you didn't catch it, in the first segment, the first glitch, it did show us this like red screen, and it actually said, like on top of the picture, it said, "I know where he is, Rosie, follow me." And then there was like another scene, another glitch, and we witnessed what seems to be the night that Rosemary disappeared. And Sophie was there, and it looked like, oh, it's first person's perspective. Did Sophie actually do something to Rosemary, or was she actually there? Did she witness, you know, Rosemary's death? Very bloody, gruesome death. Or is it death? I don't know. I actually don't know if they're all alive. I know that Susan is still alive in Bunny, I guess, or she was alive. Okay. So she... What? What the heck? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Wait, did I have like another... Oh, sorry, Joshua, I missed your supa. Did the kids get ketchup on them? I don't think that's ketchup. I'm sorry, but I don't think that's ketchup. Is Sophie purple guy? Wait, purple gal? No. So the purple bunny is actually Susan. So Susan Woodings is inside the bunny, like B-A-N-N-Y. That's the purple bunny. The blue bunny is Bon. The lamb is Rosemary. Bon is Jack. Lamb is Rosemary. The purple bunny is Susan. And then the ringleader is most likely Charles, whoever that is. Sophie is still Sophie. Sophie is not in any of the animatronics, as far as I know. Okay, so in the next section of the video, we meet a new character, a gray bear. And this is actually the next section is kind of this. So it shows this kind of like gray bear. Come on and come all. Welcome to my magic fountain of memories. So it just kind of emerges from this magic fountain of memories, and then the scene glitches again, and Sophie sees, like, she plays, like, she doesn't know who this bear is, right? Like, so she's supposed to be asking the bear questions. So she asks, "Who are you?" And the bear starts drawing this picture.
Here goes nothing.
Okay, so the picture is that of a house, and the date, May 2nd, 1974. And Sophie actually says that I know this house, it's my house. So it's Sophie's old house, and as you can see, there's two little like figures in this picture, and it's probably the Red Children, aka Sophie's siblings, Molly and Ed. As the game continues, it glitches again and starts playing a phone call between Jack Walten and Felix Kranken. So this one starts at, I think, like 3:10, I think. Oh, this is where it starts.
Hello? Felix. Jack, what is it? Listen, I was wondering if you could do me and Rose a small favor tonight. I don't know, Jack, today's been nice. It's about, Ed and Molly. They have a school event tonight. A school party, and they have no one to pick them up. I need to stay at the workshop to finish the paperwork, and Rose is, taking Sophie to the dentist. We were wondering if we could pick him up for the event and take him home later. Tonight? Yeah, if it's possible, of course. Sure, I can do that. Really? Yeah, sure. Oh, thanks a lot, man. You're a lifesaver, Felix. It's nothing. Alright, so I'll pick him up at 5 and get him home at 9. Rose should be home by then. If she's not, you call me. Got it? Got it.
Okay, so Sophie keeps on playing the game and she does realize that the red children are actually Ed and Molly. So this was the scene from that night when Ed and Molly were waiting for Felix to arrive, and they actually said, like, you know, they were talking about the doll. We need to get ready. Uncle Felix will be here any minute. And then Felix comes over and they, you know, they get into the car with him, right? Like Molly and Ed. As the video from the car continues and skips to 9:53 p.m., the vehicle actually starts speeding, like, you know, like speeds up, accelerating. And it's very clear that Felix is starting to panic. He's not actually sober. And the car eventually crashes.
30 minutes of non-stop rock. Turn it up. You come on like a dream.
How much is left till we get home?
Not much. Just kind of lost, I think.
Uncle Felix, were you drinking?
M-Y-Q.
Our teacher says drinking is not right.
No, I'm just feeling dizzy. It's not that big of a deal, alright?
Number date 531. Flowers 522-4343. I got a zap coming up. Rolling stone.
I want to go home.
Molly, we're almost there.
Yeah, so it keeps going, and so Molly says in this part of the video, she says, like, oh, it's okay, like, we understand. You know, Felix says, like, oh, I'm just not feeling too good right now, and I just wanna lay in bed. And Molly says, like, oh, we understand, we understand, but actually the text on the screen says, it's all your fault. It's all your fault. And then the car crashes.
Everything is gonna be okay.
Thanks, Molly.
M-Y-Q. The Q.
Yeah, so the screen says, oh no, you got the bad ending. And then it says, you crashed the car, you killed them. Yeah. So, was this... Let me just... One day, maybe. So was this the reason for, you know, the possible falling out between Jack and Felix? Most likely. Did Felix kill Ed and Molly? He was driving them and he was intoxicated. And then he crashed the car. But things get worse. It's not everything. That's not how it ended. It wasn't simply the car crash. It wasn't simply that they died, you know, like, oh, in the car crash and Felix was at fault. It was much worse than just a car accident. The next video, or in the next section of the video, reveals another horrifying plot twist. Let me just get to that part. Alright. Alright. Alright, let me actually switch this off. You guys can see it.
They didn't go home that night. He buried them here. He was too scared. But they found a way out eventually.
Yeah, they didn't go home that night. He buried them here. He was too scared. So Felix crashes the car. The children are dead. Ed and Molly are dead. But then he's too scared to actually admit that they died. So he drags their bodies into the dark forest and he buries them in the forest. But they found a way out. Well, the children returned to haunt him. The game reminded Sophie of the tragedy of her entire family, and she's the last one, yes, she's the last one alive. And the next tape is titled Guilty. We have like 2, 3 more tapes, Jesus. We have a lot of things. We have like still a few tapes to go, but I always come back. The wuss? She's the wuss. No, she's the last one alive of her family, or like, you know, she's the last one human, I guess, because her father is inside an animatronic. Her mom is also a robot animatronic. Her siblings are now ghosts, or I don't know, like entities that are haunting Felix and trying to get him. Poofa! It's naturally the middle of the night for me. Naturally. This is like the best time to watch this stream. Always. Okay. So the next tape is titled Guilty. And this is an archive recording from 1967 in which, or it starts from 1967, in which Felix Kranken reveals his plans for the company and his deal with this other company called Cyberfun Tech. The deal went through in 1972, or it was supposed to go through in 1972. At the end of the video, there's this one more audio log. So it's like basically a bunch of audio logs from Felix, and then at the end of the video, like somewhere, wait, 20, I think it was like it starts at 209. Okay. So the video then's like the audio logs change, and then it's another audio log from Felix, and he is talking about that night, the car crash, and how like he feels guilty and he feels scared and he's not gonna get away with it, and like, oh, what he did, and so on. So we're gonna watch that now.
Alright, it's... yeah. Messed up. It's been so long since I last used one of these. Last time I used this, I was driving. In the same conditions. I messed up. I have a problem. And this has been a problem for so long that I can't even remember the first time I got drunk.
Yeah, so he admits that he messed up. Then there's like pictures from the forest. This is probably where he buried Ed and Molly. And then there's this.
So fucked. What am I gonna do now? The restaurant's gonna open next month. It's hard. Be fine.
Yeah, so this was like a month before the restaurant's opening. And yeah, so that was May 2nd, right? 1974, and then the restaurant opened. Well, I mean, yeah, like at the end of June, so maybe like a month or two. And a month before Jack Walten went missing. And this actually would have been the last video in the Walten Files series. At least it was the last one like 3 years ago. But then we skipped to 2024. And 6 months ago, another video appeared titled The Walten Files 4 Cyberfun Tech. Okay, so this next video starts off with some like balloons falling from above, and soon it switches to the like what can only be described as the interior of a school, maybe like Ed and Molly's school, on the day of the spring party event. So we're gonna watch that. Yeah, it's a spring event, 1974. Yeah, so it's Ed and Molly. They talk about like, oh, we have to go, we have to find Uncle Felix, and then they go to Adult Zone because that's where Felix was, and he was there. Like you can see him there, and he's actually drinking, right? So they went to him. The video then shows some flashbacks from about the BSI company and the restaurants before glitching at 2:08. Wait, let me skip to that. So it glitches at 2:08, and it just very briefly shows like this picture, this like creepy picture with a caption that says "Cyber Fun Tech." Then we are taken to like what looks like the main menu of like with some options to choose from. Like we have buns, burgers, promo, cyberfun programming, demo, SHA joint movement, and BSI cleaning procedure, right? If we choose buns, burgers, promo, it takes us to a company leaflet. I think, wait, let me see. Or at least like the section, well, I mean, I guess the... Wait, let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, so it takes us to this company leaflet, right? Like, oh, it has Bunny Smiles Incorporated. It does say for professional use only. And inside of the leaflet or whatever, like this that flyer leaflet, I guess. So inside there's a message. And this message is from someone called, someone called Charles Brooks. So this, or Charles Brooke, sorry. This is what it says. Charles Brooke, October 10th, 1970. Hi, just got hired officially as the computer supervisor for unnamed Bunny Smiles restaurant, though I've been coming up with a few names myself. I've known these guys for a while. They're family. I've done some work for them along with Susan for years now, even before Cyberfun Tech. Getting to meet the Waltens and the Krankens has been super fun. So excited to get to work. The future is bright. P27 12 CB. So Charles is also an employee at, the BSI. He was actually a computer supervisor at BSI for the restaurant project. The video continues with more flashbacks from the Showstoppers performances, videos from inside of the restaurant, and reintroduction of some of the characters. When the camera focuses on Bon at the very end of his bit, we can briefly see several images. So there's this image. Okay, I'm gonna just skip to it. So there's this image of a distorted face and a close-up of another face at like 5:21. Let me just play it. Yeah, so there's... Okay, so there's... Let me just skip back to it. So there's this. Like that literally just like flashes, right? Like very quickly on the screen. And then there's another close-up of a face, which, I mean, I can assume like it's either Jack or Rosemary or someone. One of the faces, one of the people that are essentially inside the animatronics. Okay, so then a new character appears, some type of animatronic that doesn't have the appearance of like an animal. It's actually this kind of like robot. And it's called CBF-72, which I assume stands for Cyberfun and the year 1972. So that's how he looks like. It starts talking about like it's just talking about the new characters, new animatronics, And at 5:59, I think, like exactly. Wait, let me, if I can skip to that. All right. So we can see the same black and white image of a face like appear for a split second again. Yeah, like it glitches and it disappears. So the mascot then, well, the narrator, I guess, like in the video, then goes on to talk about the character concept of the showstoppers, and the video glitches again at around 6:30 and shows a screen that says Bunny Smiles Inc. Art Department.
The Bunny Smiles Incorporated art department was in charge of pitching up multiple designs for the characters and creating the designs we all know and love. Rosemary Walten, loving wife of, is a brilliant artist with a huge passion for poetry and the theatrical, and has done numerous art pieces before becoming the lead artist in BSI.
Okay, so here, as you can see, like, oh, it's the portrait of Rosemary Walten, right? And the narrator, actually, the narration says, the loving wife of, and then it just skips it. Then it just continues without saying his name. But it's Jack Walten, right? Like, it doesn't even, like, acknowledge. So Rosemary was the lead designer behind all of the characters. And,
she's the one in charge of making the final designs that would later become the characters they are today.
I think I always had a pretty clear idea of how each character looked like in my mind.
oh, wait. I didn't show it. Wait, sorry. I am stupid. I forgot to actually turn it on. Okay. Can you please not? Oh, okay. Can you please not defy me now?
Becoming the lead artist in BSI. She's the one in charge of making the final designs that would later become the characters they are today.
I think I always had a pretty clear idea of how each character looked like in my mind. The designs just made sense to me. I wanted to...
So I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was like a glitch just now. Wait, let me see if I can. Oh, okay. So it glitches again. I think there's gonna be another glitch.
I wanted to make them seem appealing to younger audience, while still being simple enough so they can be easy to remember.
Yep, the creepy blurred face at the end. Okay, so as the video continues, we see more glitches, like there's this one with like strange like photos and no narration, which I'm gonna show you guys here. Yeah, okay. One day.
I'm Susan Wicks, the lead technical engineer at Bunny Smiles.
So it starts, but then it glitches.
Electronic marks for Bond's Burgers. We had
and it's just like pictures with like nothing. Just weird enough as it is, and also a face, because why not? So the next scene shows some of the animatronics heads. One of them has like this, so like this here, like, oh, it shows some of the heads of like other animatronics, and this one, which is the ringleader, Bozu, it actually says Charles, like it's written right here. And then it gets creepy again, because of course it gets creepy at like 8:20, I think. Oh, okay, yeah. This is where it gets creepy again. Okay, so someone is knocking, and then there's this message, right? Like, oh, you can see the text, but the text is actually inverted, and it's like mirrored, and also like put additionally like just flipped upside down, which makes it quite hard to read, but obviously it's not impossible to read. And I'm gonna wait, let me pull it up one day. Okay, so the text is actually this. Mr. Kranken, this is Norman. I'm sending you this letter on behalf of our deal between Bunny Smiles and Cyberfun Tech, and most importantly, the well-being of our Cyberfun staff. We've been getting a lot of complaints about a member of our staff going missing who was highly associated with you and your team. Susan Woodings has been missing for a week now. And here in Cyberfun Tech, we are working as hard as we can to try and manage to get in contact with her. Is there perhaps any detail you could hand us to help locate our missing employee? I'm going to be entirely honest with you, Mr. Kranken, and tell you I have a ton of questions and suspicions about whatever is going on with your company. Whatever it is, it's making both your company and mine look bad to public light. So again, if there's anything that could help us find Susan, write us back immediately. Thank you. I'll see you Monday. Okay. So then there's also like another message in this image. It's also very hard to read, but there's this other message and you can actually see it here. It's kind of like behind the inverted text. And it says, Susan has been struggling to breathe for 2 days. And then days, he and something anymore, I think. But I'm not 100% sure. Well, that's as much as I could get from this message. I think there's something here. Like, it's very hard to tell because this one is very blurred. But there's, yeah, like he something anymore. Okay. This person is asking too many questions. Don't think it's going to end well for them. Yeah, I have the same feeling. This person from Cybertech, are you crazy? Why are you asking so many questions when it's so creepy? They want to disappear in mysterious circumstances because it seems like, well, Susan is dead. Well, I mean, yeah, she's been struggling to breathe for 2 days, so it's not great. Doesn't look great. Okay, so then the narrator, this time it's Buzu, so the clown. Oh no, not the clown. Sorry, the ringleader. He talks about something called Cyberfun Tech Console, which well, this is actually that segment. Wait, let me just place it here. Yeah, like, so he talks about something called Cyberfun Console. Wait, oh, okay. And which is a piece of tech that allows the animatronics to move, speak, and walk around, and also recognize specific customers. And then the video glitches to another part, which is this. So this is a page full of notes about the BSI console. And it's signed by CB, so Charles Brooke, right? The computer tech or computer supervisor. The note seems to talk about the advanced level of the console and that Susan, quote, did not disappoint at all. This is here. Susan did not disappoint at all. Absolutely stunning and delicate work. Jack was fascinated, never seen anything like it. Felix was both amazed and scared. He doesn't understand a thing about how it works. Okay, so Felix was scared of this technology and Jack, on the other hand, was pretty much sold on this. He was super excited to implement this technology into their business. More notes continue showing showing the progress of the work, right? Like of Charles and Susan's work. Let me find the notes because I kind of forgot where it is. Where is it? Oh no, there was. Okay. Let me skip to that part. All right. So there's this other note. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So we have more notes. We have week one. Why? All right. Okay. So week 1 looks good. Tests go well. The animatronics seems to recognize Sophie right away. Like it says the test went well. Recognize Sophie right away. Week 2 was also good. Banny had to be fixed for some reason. Like, oh, Banny fixed. But the test went okay and it went as planned from what we read. Sorry. Bond's test exceeded expectations too. So everything is functioning good. But my question is, like, it's so weird because they refer to this video, at least refers to the console as both the Cybertech console, Cyberfun Tech console, and then it just kind of turns around and refers to it as the BSI console. So which one is it? Is it the BSI console? Is it Cyberfun console? Was it some kind of disagreement between the two companies, like who invented it? So yeah, like that's the confusing part too. Then we have walk around test, which is dated, well, the first, I guess the first section is the... All right, let me play this. Okay, so we have the... Jesus. It really like skips. So we have walk around test dated to January 21st, 1974. And it is a voice recording of a conversation between Charles and another employee. I'm not sure who is it, but it's definitely like one of them is Charles. The other one, I'm not 100% sure. And they are running a test on Bunny. So they're just like kind of running a test.
The animatronic is supposed to get to us without bumping into any of the tables, boxes, chairs, etc.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, so they're supposed to activate Bunny, and Bunny is supposed to come to them without bumping into any of the tables, and it goes well, it's going okay, and then it just like bumps into the table, I think.
Should the teleport be so close to the table?
I don't think
Okay, so this one went okay. The next section is facial tracking. This one was a test from March 7th, 1974. And Charles, well, I mean, at least from the recording, like, seems a little less comfortable than last time. Also, it glitches kind of to, like, this weird face, I think, at one point. Okay, facial tracking.
Rose knows?
Nope. I don't think Linda told them about it either.
Susan, we have to tell them. I think even Chris knows about the addiction.
Let's just focus on work for now, shall we?
Right. So, I'm checking my notes right now. What's up to this?
Well, Norman said we should start.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like, oh, Charles talks about like, oh, we have to tell them about something, right? And then they are testing Shah. I mean, it seems good. Shah kind of recognizes them.
How's Lily, by the way?
She's fine. Spending time with
VTuber Horror Edition, hey! Kind of is. This is the image of Susan. So who the fuck is Shah recognizing? And then it does recognize Charles, or like has the Charles registered. It's very, very, very strange. So the next section is another... Wait. Okay. So the next section is like, I don't actually know what this test is because like the title was like very blurred. But we see like this strange like picture of a room. I think, oh, is there gonna be like a, oh, I see. I think there should be like a, yeah, it's just this room. So it's just like picture of a room, a door, curtain, and then there's this. There's a little creepy girl in the corner, possibly Molly, or at least her ghost. Okay, so the next test is on May 13th, 1974, and the audio recording, like instead of like the test, I think, it starts playing whom I assume to be like Charles, furious and talking about Felix being drunk, and the conversation had likely happened shortly after the accident, the tragic accident.
Let's just try the same way. It's fucked up. I don't even want to.
Same. Let's just check up on the other rooms for now. Still have to check up on the games.
You're right.
Then the animatronics are alone, left alone. One of them starts moving, because why not? Let me see if I can find this part. Can I find this part? Okay, so this is... Yee! Oh yeah, like this next title, like I don't know actually what the test was. Yeah, like, okay, so this test is on, or this video is dated June 30th, 1974, so when Susan disappeared. And, wait, is this what I, oh, okay. Looks like, wait. I think like also in this conversation with, between Charles and like this other person, this other employee, like it seems like they were also talking about how Felix was not sorry about killing Jack and Rosemary's 2 young children. It is possible that Jack found out about how Felix was trying to, you know, hide the bodies, how much of a coward he was. Maybe Jack was like seeking revenge and decided to use the animatronics that Felix was apparently pretty spooked by, pretty afraid of. So yeah, one of the animatronics started to move around on its own in the room, and then it activated the facial recognition feature on its own. And we get another recording. So this is the one from June 30th, 1974, the day of the birthday party, and also 2 weeks after the last time Jack Walten had been seen alive, and the day when Susan Woodings went missing. Okay, so it kind of looks to me like Jack decided to maybe take matters into his own hands by controlling the animatronics. So the video skips later to this like another weird scene of footage showing who I assume to be Ashley. I think this is the perspective from Bon, so aka Jack, and this is Ashley the sorry, I'm gonna just show you guys this. So this is Ashley the technician, right? Like at the canine storage bunker, and you know, she's exploring this storage bunker. That's the night when she disappeared, and then she gets attacked by Bon. Or maybe it's not. Honestly, no, maybe it's not Ashley. I think this is actually Susan. This actually might be Susan. Never mind. Never mind. I got it wrong. This might be Susan, and this is the night when, because that's not the storage facility. That's not the canine. I think that's the restaurant, might be. And she got the, you know, she got attacked. So this is actually the lady, the technician, well, the Susan lady, Susan Woodings. Yeah, that's never mind. I got it wrong. So she was trying to fix Bon or something, and then he attacked her, and... Oh, that's Rocket. So that's Molly's, you know, plushie. That is also apparently alive.
Hello?
Alright, so this is creepy. She kind of gets closer to the suitcase, and then she gets the short end of the stick. Nope. I forgot about this part. Shit. Yeah, so it continues, the footage continues, and Bon just kind of drags the, you know, Susan's body away into the darkness, and then she is placed inside, well, inside a bunny, I guess. Like, she's the purple bunny. And then the footage actually skips to Jack, the night when Jack was driving furious, like quite, you know, irresponsibly and furiously somewhere. And he arrives at this house, and someone's house, and it's actually Felix's house. So the scene kind of glitches again, like as, you know, he approaches the house. And he's actually pleading with Felix to open the door to talk to him. I assume this is like after Ed and Molly went missing. So Jack is furious, and he's trying to get Felix to come out to talk to him, to tell him about like what happened. Yeah, okay, so he's right, like he's furious, he's like screaming at him, Felix, open up, open up. And then the scene glitches again, and we actually can see Felix. It's very strange, but the scene glitches to this. At first, like, I didn't know what it was, but then it kind of zooms out. There's Felix sitting in a ditch. He's covered in blood. He is actually sitting next to Rocket, who is now covered in blood too, right? Like the Molly's plushie. It's covered in blood as well. So this actually might just be the day when Felix had buried the bodies of Ed and Molly. He then proceeds to gather things, like this is like, I guess this is the scene from the car. But he proceeds to, like, he crawls out of the ditch, he gathers the items that, you know, were scattered at the scene. Molly's backpack, obviously the plushie, and then he heads for a cliff. So then he stops at the cliff and ends up throwing, you know, Molly's backpack and all the other items off the cliff into the sea. For a moment, he also, like, there's a moment when he spreads, like, his arms. Like, there's this one moment, wait, he gets closer to the edge, and he actually spreads his arms, and it kind of looks like he's gonna jump off the cliff too, right? Like, he's gonna, like, throw himself off the cliff too. But he ends up, like, not doing it. He actually, like, just sits down and just... yeah, like, he just looks, and he doesn't throw Rocket, so Rocket is still, like, he brings him back, I think, home. And then the video skips to audio of Felix talking about that day again, the accident, how he hid everything. At one point, we actually see, like, there's, you know, it's just like, oh, this audio is going on. It just kind of, like, skips through the house, and then it kind of goes to Rocket, who is like kind of, oh, he's placed in the corner of the room, and there's a close-up, right? Rocket is covered in blood, he's sitting in the corner of a room, and if you look closely in the next bit, behind Rocket, you'll notice two silhouettes of children covered in blood. So, red children. So we finally reach the last part of the video. Because yeah, my Streamlabs is like not reacting to, I really have to change that. I really have to like switch to OBS, honestly. Yeah, the red children, that's why they were called the red children, and that's why they are depicted that way, because they were like covered in blood. Okay, so we get to the last part of the video. And there's an image of this like open space. Let me skip to it. So this is the image that kind of like shows up. There's a couple of other things, like creepy things between, but there's an image of like this open space, a field of some sort with white background, and messages and different characters start popping up on screen. Okay, so Ed and Molly are kind of discussing, right? Like they are discussing someone getting attacked, like, oh, she's bleeding, you know, like we have to help her. And then it skips to this lady, this lovely lady, and she says, hello, is anyone there? Please, somebody. Okay, so I don't know where I am. I can hear you, Susan. So this is actually Susan. Oh god. Yeah, she doesn't look great. So yeah, like I can hear you, Susan. She says, where are you? Please, where am I? And don't worry, don't you worry. You're in safe hands, Susan. Welcome to Wonderland, your new home. Isn't it beautiful? And then she says, like, am I dead? Am I dead? And then, no, not yet, at least. Your heart is still beating, because at this point she was still technically alive. And yeah, it kind of ends with this entity appearing behind her, and he says, I had my eye on you. I know you very well, my friend. I know you like to fix things. Isn't that right? And it continues. So do I. So he wants to fix things, and he gives her the mask of Bunny, I guess. And that's essentially how the video ends. She puts on the mask, and she is actually, you know, she turns into Bunny. And the children essentially say, like, oh, we can't help her anymore. Like, she's gone. Okay, so that's the Walten Files 4, right? That's the last kind of video, or so we thought. So I thought that it was the last video, but there's another video. There was another video on this playlist, and the video is called Lacrimosa. And Lacrimosa is actually, or I don't know if that's the meaning that they were going for, but Lacrimosa in Latin is a Latin word for tearful. So the video begins with a recording from what looks to be a crime scene on May 4th, 1974 at 2:33 a.m. And the location is Clear Hill River, Michigan.
Negative K, nothing further, just take Candy in a corner. Alright, 10 flight, 62, 10.
Oh no, wait, okay, so Clear Hill. Sorry.
19 Sergeant of Central. 19 Sergeant, check. Sergeant.
Okay, so maybe Felix didn't throw it into the sea or the ocean, whatever. Like, maybe that was the river, right? Like, it was the Clear Hill River. And they probably found something, like they found some evidence of Felix's crime. I mean, that's what I got from this. I'm not sure if I'm correct, but, you know, that's what happened. Then it kind of skips. There's, like, more information about the Cyberfun Tech console. It kind of like gives us a rundown of like what, you know, the animatronics are, and like the features and everything else, right? Like, oh, the map tracking. If any console recording ends up with any error or faulty programming, call Charles Brook, because he's the computer like supervisor or tech support too. Okay, and then it glitches again, and at 2:10 a face appears on screen while the sound of knocking can be heard. While the explanation continues, notice how there's a face that gradually starts like overlaying the screen. So this face appears. The knocking continues. The video continues. And then it's just kind of like...
The most advanced technology in cyber for a much more magical and realistic...
Okay, I'm gonna like skip to it, but you can gradually, like you can see how it's like, oh, gradually appearing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, like here's the faces here, right? Okay, and then at 2:59, there's a phone call from likely Cyberfun Tech's owner to the BSI to inquire about Susan's whereabouts.
Person could easily...
Hello. I'm calling to inform my colleague, or well, my friend, Susan, hasn't shown up in a few days. I contacted her family, and they say they also haven't heard from her. We're all really worried over here that something may have happened to her. Apparently she was here on the 30th, but I'm not sure. I called in sick that day. Please, if anyone has any information, call me. Please.
Yeah, so... Oh, Jesus Christ, why? Why did I move? Yeah, so as we can see from the video, it's likely Bon/Jack Walten that stuffed, or killed Susan, or, you know, injured her seriously and stuffed her body inside the animatronic. And then the video ends with another animatronic kind of appear on screen. I mean, is it Bon? Is it like there's okay, so there's like a couple of scenes, like a couple of like glitches and stuff. There's definitely Bunny, and then like at the very end, I think it's like the last bit, there's Bunny. She's about to like head out of the room, right? Like through this like a little gap, right? But then there's like, I think there was like, wait, let me see if I can actually pull it up, because it was very hard to catch in the video. Where is it? Oh, okay, so it's milliseconds. Never mind. I suck. Oh yeah, okay, so it turns, yeah, and then I just kind of, okay, I'm gonna just move myself here. But yeah, like then you can see this, yeah, like this animate, wow, shit. Why? Oh, never mind. Well, you can see it. Come on. Eeh! Alright. Yeah, you can see it as like grayish. I think it's Bon, but I'm not 100% sure. Is it the bear? Is it the Bon the rabbit? Is it Jack Walten? Like what is going on? But that is it. That is the last video of the series, or at least on this playlist. And I guess we will find out if, you know, another video, we're gonna find out what happened next if the creator decides to upload more videos to this playlist. But for now, it's been 6 months and there's nothing. Although the last one did take a lot of time, quite a long time. So we'll see. You know, we'll see if this series will continue. But nonetheless, it is super creepy. I was spooked. It's a long fucking series, and holy shit, this video was long. It is heavy. But there's quite a few things that, you know, I'm glad that I could watch these videos and I could figure it out, and I could see like all those little like Easter eggs and little hints on how to solve this mystery, how to solve the mystery of the Walten files. Okay, that is it. This is officially the end of the stream. Well, not the end of the stream. Yeah, like the outro, the end of the case. But outro. Glad you had fun, Sona. I had fun, although I shall not sleep tonight for sure, because holy fuck, this was scary. That analog horror was very heavy. It was pretty heavy, huh? So, as I said, like, oh, on one hand, officially this is a creation of this like Chilean creator on YouTube, and the YouTube channel is the Walten Files, so you can check it out yourself. Unofficially, there is a community of people who are like, oh, is this covering up something? Is this like just a creative way to talk about an actual murder case? but you know, very unique story. I did like it. I did like the whole like concept of animatronics and kind of like, oh, referring to Five Nights at Freddy's, but then, you know, it's kind of like an original spin on it. So it was very interesting. But yeah, I shall not sleep tonight, and you shall not sleep either. I love things like these. Too bad I'm sleeping in a dark room later, alone, defenseless. Just make sure to not stick out your leg from, you know, like underneath your comforter, because that's when the demons get you. And that was a lot, but it was super interesting to finally understand what it's all about and what's happening, right? I think like, oh, if I just watched it, like simply watched it and like didn't read, you know, like, because I did research and I was watching other videos of people like analyzing it. So yeah, like I would have never, you know, noticed those like little Easter eggs. And the third video, like none of the, I don't think that many videos actually talked about the new video, the one that was uploaded 6 months ago. So I'm glad that I could, you know, I could watch it here and I could tell you guys about it, and we could like just look at it and really like analyze what was in it. No sleep. Drama. What dramatic zoom in. No. I shared a video in the suggestion channel in the Discord that I think you would like. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Thank you. More analog horror would be a nice series. Well, I'm not opposed to the idea. I think the whole like playlist that I uploaded to my channel, which is called like the Internet Mysteries or something, like I would like to maybe do that like alongside the like other, you know, other mysteries from the internet. Taxman, thank you so much for the super. We demand more analog horror and taxes. I'll try. I'm actually super excited. Like I would like to do that again. I would be definitely like, you know, super excited to analyze another analog horror and try to like solve another case from the internet. Okay, so this is the end of today's stream. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the case. I hope you enjoyed the you know, me talking about it and just kind of like running you through, you know, doing a little like, what is it, like running you through the case, yeah, I guess yeah, just walking you through the case, walking, not running. Run down, walk through. oh, the phrases, oh, the idioms, great. Okay, yeah, so I think the last stream, this is not the last stream of the week. I will have another stream tomorrow, and that one's a Project Zomboid stream. So I shall be visiting my base and, you know, to check if it's still standing or if someone burned it down to the ground, because it's very possible, and everyone like stole my cars, and I mean, you guys are welcome to, but yeah, if you are interested and if you are a Patreon member in the Gold, Platinum, Ruby, or Diamond tier, you can actually access the community server. And Ruby and Diamond tier members are gonna be in a call with me, so I'm gonna be in the voice chat on Discord, and you can just tune in. This is gonna be the Ruby to Diamond VC, and yeah, you can join me and we can play together. It's been over 2 hours. Where is that pizza? I don't think that pizza is coming. I think that's the end. I think the pizza is not coming. Thanks for the stream, Sana. You're welcome. I came in late, but it was still really nice stream. Thank you so much, Grumpy Ursus. Thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, too bad that you couldn't watch the whole thing, but the video is gonna be there. You know, like it's not going away, so you can definitely, if you're interested, you can rewatch it from the beginning of the stream. That made a very creepy commute to work. Jesus. Oh yeah, very. Wait, you were oh yeah, you were on the way to work, or damn. Yeah, that's a pretty creepy commute to work. Not gonna lie, listening to this story. Alrighty, so as I said, like tomorrow it's the Project Zomboid stream. I hope to see you guys there. I don't know, I can't speak today. I can't speak lately. My brain is just thinking faster than my mouth can like catch up and actually pronounce things properly because poofa. Okay, so tomorrow, Project Zomboid. Zomboid. Yes, Zomboid. Why does my brain betray me so much? But yes, tomorrow, Project Zomboid with Poofa brain. But Project Zomboid with my Patreon members. So remember, 6 p.m. Pacific time. If you are a Ruby and Diamond tier, you can join the voice call. And if you are Gold and Platinum, you can join the server as well and just play with us, but not in the VC. But yeah, that's it. So if you like my content, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications to be notified whenever I show up in my little creepy dark corner of the internet. If you feel like, hey, I would like some nightmares today. I would like some nightmares tonight. This is such an excellent idea. Great, I got you covered. Just tune in to watch my streams. And that's it. So stay safe, stay tuna. Always lock your doors and windows. Bury your haxes. Until the next time. Bye. Thank you so much for the super. Hope you get sleep, Sona, after this. I know I am not. I know I'm not. See, I'm not sure. I mean, I have, luckily, like for me it was morning, so I have like the whole day ahead of me. So I have still like quite a lot of time before I have to contemplate my life and be like, hey, do I want to sleep tonight, or do I want to just like guard my house and guard my life? I'll try to sleep. Also, a fun fact, or like to close this stream with something electrifying. In 1998, all 11 soccer team players in Africa were killed by lightning while leaving the other team unhurt. What the fuck? Did this really happen? 11 soccer team members in Africa were killed by lightning. And the other team was okay. Just go figure. What the heck? Anyway, I mean, it wasn't their lucky day, but electrifying news. Okay, that's it. Stay safe. Stay tuna. Lock your doors and windows. You know, stay away from lightning, preferably, and sweet dreams. Bye.